I just wanted to give my opinion on the situation with DeMar DeRozan and situations like this. Now, I'm pretty sure there's going to be an investigation conducted by the NBA if they're not already investigating the situation. I'm going to say this, and I mean this from the bottom of my heart. I hope no action is taken against DeMar DeRozan. And I hope if this clown try to sue DeMar DeRozan, he doesn't get a fucking penny out of the court system. Because it just come a time where I think the courts need to see this now. There's a difference between, basically, you know, you hold the actions of the famous person accountable, but then there's a such thing as what we now call cloud chasing and harassing these dudes like DeMar DeRozan. I seen the video pretty much in its entirety, and that dude was totally out of line, totally out of pocket. This dude walked up to DeMar DeRozan and, flashed the phone out with the light going in his face, and any normal person would have snapped. And then, of course, he's sitting up there acting as if he has to, get medical attention and all this kind of stuff. DeMar DeRozan had every right to defend himself because you don't know what these dudes' intentions is. Some of these dudes is, ba- bat shit crazy. You know, it ended up with DeMar DeRozan basically flipping the dude on his back and putting him in like, looked like he was about to put dude in the figure four. And that's all on that dude. People need to leave these dudes the hell alone. The man was just trying to eat in peace. And that's just very difficult. So this is what a lot of people mean when they say the price of fame and stuff. You just have these dudes now, they just looking for clout. Some of them not even fans. Talking about you're my hero and all this kind of stuff. That's weird stuff. Now, of course, the dude that he was involved in an incident with happened to be black, from my knowledge. And, basically the video. And then, of course, some people, look, get out of here with this, you don't do this to TMZ and all this kind of stuff. This ain't the time where you want to try to make it look like, oh, what he had did that to him. I think he would have did that to anybody. And first of all, as far as TMZ go, I hate to find myself defending TMZ, but TMZ, for the most part, they do not follow people in restaurants. They always follow people in a public setting, which is the streets. If they catch them coming out of a movie premiere or a restaurant, or they catch them at the airport, which is a public setting, they can do that kind of stuff. They do not follow people in restaurants, filming them while they're eating. So I'm sorry, that's not accurate. This is one time where I'm not. I'm not even trying to hear that. I'm just keeping it. A buck. I hope this dude don't get nothing because he conducting himself like a moron and just need to get sick. Like, come on, dude. I'm gonna say this again, you guys. This is just real talk. Everybody knows that I cover fights. Everybody knows that I do media. But I do it within the compounds of basically the setting, the area that I'm in. Of course, if I go to the hotel where the fighters are staying, yeah, that's doing my job for the most part because they tell me where the fighters are staying, and usually they have what you would call the weigh-ins and all that kind of stuff at the hotels that the fighters usually stay at. So I'm within my boundaries. I done seen famous people all the time. I don't always pull out a camera and whip it out and start filming these guys. No, I don't do that kind of stuff. So no. Whenever I'm covering a fight, if it's in a public setting, yeah. If it's somebody walking, yeah. And a lot of times, I always walk up to these people and politely ask them, hey, I'm so and so. Hey, do you got like 30 seconds to do a quick interview? It's either gonna be yes or no. If they say no, I understand. If they say yes, then most of the time they give me access. If it's not a lot of people around, then some of them just say, "Hey man, make it quick. You got 1 minute, and then that's it." And I'll get up out of there. Y'all seen me? I'll try to do rapid fire, but I don't sit up here and see somebody eating. The only time I did that was Stephen A. Smith. You know, but then again, where he was eating, it was connected to the lobby. So basically, I waited till he got out of the restaurant, which was connected to the lobby, and then I ran up on him. But I did not bother him while he was eating. I respect people having a meal. I don't think you should ever walk up to anybody while they're eating, trying to take a picture. I mean, this dude walked up to him and started trying to film him. Now, he's already sitting up there, you know, acting like he just in excruciating pain, you know. So, first of all, DeMar DeRozan didn't know what this dude's intentions was to me to do, that what was coming to him. I hope the NBA does not do anything to him. I hope if this goes to court, I hope they don't give this dude, like I said, a fucking thing. He doesn't deserve anything because at the end of the day, he initiated him. He initiated everything by crowding DeMar DeRozan's space. He had no right to do that. Like I said, people are always looking for their 15 minutes of fame. People are always looking to go viral and stuff. And I hope people find out who this dude is and cook his ass and say you was on some weirdo shit. Now, once again, this is the reason why some of these dudes, these celebrities, don't like talking to media, because of people like this. A lot of times they are the problem when they sit up and conduct themselves like, starstruck, fatal attraction male groupies. And that's weird when you have men that conduct themselves like that. One thing I do, I'm always a professional whenever I do these fights and everything. I conduct myself like a professional. That's what I'm supposed to do. I don't follow nobody around. I don't sit up there if somebody is, enjoying a meal, getting something to eat, and then I corner them and just start filming and all that kind of stuff. You know. But like I said, if they at the park or something, that's different. That's gonna happen. But if they eating and stuff, I don't walk up to nobody eating. That's weird. So I hope the dude doesn't get anything. I hope there is no payout. I hope he isn't disciplined by the NBA. I hope Adam Silver doesn't do anything. All this shit about restraint, you can only have so much restraint. And like I said before, due to the fact that the dude flashed, and dude basically filmed the process too. And then due to the fact that the dude filmed himself walking up, he showed himself. He showed what his intentions was. He was trying to have a moment. He was trying to bring some attention to himself. He probably had social media. He was trying to get clicks and views. There is no way in this situation that DeMar DeRozan should be portrayed as the villain. But I know some people gonna do that. I know some people gonna do that just for clicks. Also, on the flip side, they're gonna sit up there and say, well, he's just a fan, and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, I get that, but still, there should always be a code of conduct. There should be some decorum. There should be some respectful demeanor on how you approach these guys, and it just got to be said. There's always somebody on here trying to be funny. But yeah, I understand you may be a fan, but I don't think this dude was a fan. I think this dude was just basically trying to have a moment. Just basically trying to go viral. And that's all it came down to. And for him to sit up there and film the whole process, yeah. Oh, look, I'm walking up to him. Look, I got a flashlight. What it was, he had the light to his camera on. And that can be irritating at times. You know, especially if you doing an interview and the camera is shining right in people's eye. I don't use that. So, I don't use that. So, like I said, he did it on purpose. DeMar DeRozan could say, hey, I didn't know what this dude's intentions was. I was a little worried. So, basically that's it. I felt like I had to protect myself and the people around me. So, we'll see. But anyway, I just wanted to give my quick opinion of the situation. It's your boy Town. I'm out.